swept
Destroyed.
Edmonton.
Fuck.
Matt,
Okay.
thank you.
Last session, folks.
Let's
We
just sweep it under
started-
the rug.
We
Edmonton-
started with the Haka having been defeated. He had been captured in the vessel of the lamp. And you all
Oh, lamp.
need to decide your next course of action. You took the moment.
right.
You took some time to rest. Then you placed the pyramid keys into their respective slots, and were transported back to the top of the pyramid. You watched as the reflection in the sky broke like shattered glass, and the sands of the maelstrom fell like the crashing waves of a typhoon. Tsunami. Sorry. You felt that time was short before the Blight King caught up to you. So very swiftly, Rieta began her ritual of teleportation that would take you to the top of the Sphinx's head, where you hoped to get some help and advice from her patron, Lady Harina. Or the Golden Lady, Harina. You finished the teleportation circle, and with the snap of your fingers, you were in the Unger Highlands at the middle of the Sunder Mountains atop the Sphinx's head. Looking to the south, you saw a great train of caravan wagons and pack animals as they started moving into the city of Katesh, realizing that the reconstruction of the city was already well underway with the massive amount of funds y'all had donated to Lady Allura from the Dragon Horde. Lady Harina greeted you there. You felt a sense of warmth and gratitude from her that none of you had ever felt before, including Rieta, as she explained how proud she was of all of you at helping to complete one step in preventing a fourth age of ruin. She made you aware that there were other groups, much like yourselves, out in the world performing tasks. She said some would fail, but with each victory, you're a little bit closer to preventing a fourth age of ruin. So yeah, you saw her seeking guidance. Explaining everything that you had all been through. It was at that time that Yasifa spoke with Hirith, asking her to give him to Glacidia. Feeling that he had put enough of a burden on Hirith now, and now that he was reunited with the woman that he loved, together they would find some way to together they would find some way to perhaps procure a new body for Yasifa, hopefully returning to Zephyriel and speaking with Neferidi and seeing what she could do to help them. Or even just finding out what happened to her and why she was called back to the elemental plane, and also see if she could do something to help Iridius, who was turned into the stone as a result of the powerful spell he used to protect the scroll. Hirith handed Yasifa over to Glacidia, and together they were strong enough to grant a single wish. But Harina was there, and she reminded you of the deal Hirith had made. That in exchange of removing the powerful curse placed on her by the apple that never rots, she would want a wish in exchange in the future. And this was that moment. But Glacidia made it clear that if Hirith wanted to, she could have the wish for herself, not knowing what the consequences of that would be, but it came down to Hirith's choice, and Hirith chose to honor the promise she had made to Harina. So Harina got her wish, and she wished to know the identity of the godchild, which meant nothing to any of you, though I'm sure it raised a lot of questions. After that, Lujane approached Harina asking if she could either help to unlock the key that unlocks itself, or at least stow it away somewhere that the Blight King couldn't get to it. And Harina readily agreed. But upon taking it into her possession, the Blight King appeared, smiling at all of you, saying a deal is a deal, as Harina handed the Cryptex to the Blight King in exchange for the bottle of moonlight. He then reminded her that he would be wanting it back when she was done with it before opening up a portal into Tir Nail, the Fey realm. As the portal was closing, Harina was able to stop it. She apologized to all of you. She pleaded for Rieta to continue to have faith, and she reminded you all of the two paths that she saw laid out before you, and a possible third one that she could open the way for now. And it was your choice whether or not to go through that portal in pursuit of this third path. Despite your anger and feelings of betrayal, you all swiftly went through the portal and found yourselves in Tir Nail, or at least some facet of it. A strange place with towering hedgerows, where the sun and moon and the night and day lay suspended in the sky to the east and west, and where the concept of time and distance and space were strange and foreign to you. You explored this maze, and you encountered a strange little individual named, well, you don't really know what his real name is because you had three of them. It was a strange little goblin with an eye patch and a battered stovetop hat, and carrying an enormous bag that appeared to be filled to the brim with all kinds of wondrous little items. He introduced himself first as Balinok, before he died by ingesting a bottle of acid. Then he introduced himself as Nalibok, before he died by eating a bean that turned into an enormous bean sprout that exploded him. And then he introduced himself as Ali Bakken, and started to, and wanted to trade and barter and some of these items that he had. You got some powerful healing potions on the very cheap, and he told you of some items that he was particularly interested in. Sorry, 1 second. Let me see if I can find them. He said that in exchange for a flower from the Throne of Spring, he would give you a chromatic rose. In exchange for a piece of charcoal from the Wicker Man, he would give you a woodcutter's axe. In exchange for a pumpkin from the Harvest Garden, he would give you a gold cauldron.
Matt, he didn't tell us what he would give us. He just told us what he wanted.
No, he showed you the items that he would give you.
I don't remember that.
Pretty sure he did.
I also do not remember that.
No,
And
you told us.
he
didn't tell us what those things were. He held them out and showed them, but we didn't know anything
True.
about
I
their
have
actual
to
effects name.
identify.
That's right. Yeah, he kind of just showed you like, oh, a gold cauldron and a crystal rose. He didn't actually show you or tell you what the names of the items were. You're correct.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Gotcha. I just didn't want you to spoil anything you weren't ready to. That's all.
Right. And the fourth and final thing he wanted was a piece of shadow from the Evernight forest, uh, in exchange for a very curious pair of scissors. Then he stuffed his bag into his hat and jumped into his hat and said that when you wanted to summon him, just wave your hand over the hat and say "Nick Knock Bolly Knock" 3 times, and he would appear for you to trade with. After that, you went further into the maze and you found yourselves in this beautiful flower carpeted field. And on a small hill was this gorgeous ornate wooden throne surrounded by roses. You approached and you investigated, and you found that within the rose bushes lived a colony of fairies. They were surprised to see elven folk here, who they refer to as the Tuatha De Danann, and were gracious for your return. They provided a little bit of information. They told you of the hostess who hoarded all of the great food and everything in this land, and how they, were envious of it that they never got any. And said that if you were able to get some food from her, they would give you one of the roses, which you then agreed to and exchanged the rose for a chromatic rose. And I forget which element you chose, Yareth.
White.
Cold.
Yeah, cold. It was white. White rose.
Yeah. Okay. After that, you went exploring further, traveling east along the only route you had. You came across another large field with the rain pouring down and this beautiful spring and waterfall in the center of it. I'll go ahead and put y'all on the map now.
Yeah, Jacqueline, all you need to know is that I had a My Chemical Romance anime music video, and that's all you really need to know happened. I get
there
your
was no
picture
safety.
with you. Yeah.
While some
And
of them, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and most importantly, women lying in strange ponds distributing swords is a basis of government.
Got it. Okay.
Half the party
Yes.
wanted to move on, but
Oh, she doesn't get that joke. Fuck.
Rithian was drawn to the spring, where he found, beneath the calm waters, a beautiful Feyan woman in a white shroud with silver hair billowing out from her, and clutched in her hands was a sword. He heard a voice ask if he was worthy. Um, and in that moment, the rain stopped. It didn't stop raining. The drops of rain literally stopped in midair, suspended there, as everything went quiet, and it was only Rithian who was able to move and speak as the lady rose up out of the spring. Unsure whether or not he was worthy, the Fey woman decided to test him for herself and threw the sword towards him where his shadow sprang up and grabbed it. And Rithian was forced to confront the shames and fears of his past. Rithian was successful in the end, and after defeating his shadow, the sword returned to the hands of the woman, who asked him to kneel. And when he did so, she bestowed upon him the title of the King of Summer and gave him the sword before receding back into the waters. And then the rain started up again. And for everyone else, there was no sense of a passage of time. One moment Rithian was looking down into the water, and the next moment he had a sword in his hand. and without any explanation, he just started to walk away. And that is
With his
where-
eye exposed, his flower eye.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
extremely bloody.
Mhm.
Does-
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm an anime protagonist now.
Oh, also, we all changed our names.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
as
Jason.
Jay-Z.
Yes, we
To
did.
conceal your true names from any of the Fae, you came up with nicknames.
Yeah, who the fuck came up with mine again?
Matt.
You're
Matt.
Matt.
Uh-huh.
We were all very eager to just throw him out of the bus.
Yes, very much
Because-
so, apparently.
They
Because
won't
Matt.
tell you about the peals of laughter that they had after I said it.
Well, because Matt was very, very proud of his joke.
This is a good joke.
And so were we all
Uh-huh.
until now.
You can change it if you really want.
You can,
Th-
yeah. You're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
we're not gonna respect it. So
We're
just
not going to
know.
respect it, but we
It
can.
actually does remind me that Ballynock was willing to offer you a map of this entire maze, but in exchange, he wanted one of your true names.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
And that's where we left off.
I mean, how would he know that it's our true name?
There would
Hey,
be
shit.
a sense of obtaining power over someone.
Mm.
They do
What
love
is-
their contracts.
Your identity.
Is it Ren? Is that right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the game plan is we were all like gonna. I think it was the understanding that we can all call each other by our character names, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt's
because I'm not
gonna
going to
sure.
remember your nicknames.
yeah. So
Well, the
We're
elves
just-
are easy. It's just our little baby names.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
Um,
Morak, I think we called him Torak, just after his brother.
And then
Yeah.
we have
She has a surname, but yeah, she doesn't tend to use it. It's just Rietta, as far as everybody knows. You know, she always introduces herself as Rietta.
And Momo is Mom. You know, of course.
Momo's name gets changed to Appa.
Appa.
Momo
Okay,
is-
that's good.
Momo is now Toto, right?
No,
Yeah.
actually,
No, actually, that's
actually,
better,
Momo is now Beyonce.
Oh gosh.
It's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
How could you do that?
You're a horrible person, you know that, right?
All right. I'm sorry. You can be whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
But
Look.
yeah,
Rain effect on this map. Sorry.
thank you. And yeah, you're all free to figure out where you want to go and do what you want to do next.
Ren. Hello.
Dude, we're walking away. Oh, it's so nice.
Now,
Ren,
why
get the
are
hell
you
back.
walking away?
What are you holding right now, Ren? Get back here. What happened? What are you holding?
Do.
If he doesn't respond, Jasira's gonna run after him.
Yeah, Lujrane's following him in lockstep.
Going back the way y'all came.
Ren, why?
Doesn't say
you
anything.
have-
I could kill him. You can talk.
I know that sword. Why do you have that? You shouldn't have that.
You know the sword.
Rug.
That's
that
King Half's
Jazeera-
sword. Why do you have that?
Strug.
I'm about to punch you in your face if you don't start answering questions. You haven't totally gone over my whole, like, are you gonna be useful thing? You have been. But right now you're not being very useful. So I still reserve the right to punch you. She just kind of like raises an eyebrow and looks at Earthian like. She's kidding, sort of.
Maybe. Kind
Maybe.
of. Potentially. Mostly not.
I'm not.
Because we established that, because this is the only way up, right, Matt? Because we established that this was not actually a pathway.
Right, because I forgot to put the bushes there that I meant to.
Okay.
I mean, if Rithian's still just walking, Lujane's gonna try and grab his arm.
Oh, Jazira's already done that. When she did, she's like threatening to like punch him as she's holding onto his arm, like.
Puny mortals, do not make me roll athletics. This does not end well for any of you.
Especially not me. Look, would you just answer the goddamn question?
Well, why is the sword a problem?
Because that's
Yeah,
the,
why is this sort of problem?
I don't
'cause
think
that's
it's a
the
problem. You're
sword
just
of the
being
King of
weird.
Summer. You're not supposed to have that.
He is if he's the king of summer, isn't he?
There's
Why would
already
he
a
be the King
king.
of Summer?
There
There's
is
already a King of Summer. He's not even Summer Court.
Lucian, maybe you should back up and explain what this is in easy, coherent, non-babbling sentences, so that we all
So
understand. And
imagine
then we can all move from there.
Imagine that for your entire life, the Empress of Dagoska and the symbol of her, whatever that is, maybe a crown, I don't know. You have known for your entire life that she exists with that symbol in Cadiza. And then all of a sudden, some random person from that you've been traveling with for a bit just randomly has that symbol with them and is all of a sudden, I don't know, like that's basically what's going on here, is that sword is legend. And it was, as far as Lolo and I know, it's been with King Half. Right, it's Half.
Yep.
This is OOC. Okay. In Duantir for centuries.
Oh, I see.
And now,
Well, when you explain
Is
it that way,
is he immortal, sort of thing?
He's an elf.
yeah.
so basically,
He's
That's a great
middle-aged.
explanation.
Immortal.
Well,
I know
I
you've been a long time, but
yeah, well, I understand that aspect. I was more going along the lines of what is the sword and whose is the sword and why are you freaking out about the sword? I mean, I guess you answered kind of the why are you freaking out part, but like these names mean nothing, so context.
Whoever the sword is given to, so we have a king and queen of each court.
but you haven't been there in a long time, have you?
Like
It's been 2 years.
2 years, which is a couple of seconds for in the lifespan of an elf.
Duantier's a pretty stable
So
place.
this belonged to your king, and you guys are freaking out because he's basically an elf, and as far as we're concerned, is immortal. Even though I know you guys really aren't, but you might as well be compared to us. And it's here, and you don't know why.
Well, not just that. The sword. There are items for each court, objects that choose their wielder, I guess, the king and queen. So the fact that he has the sword basically means that he's king of summer and king half. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Are you king of summer, Rithian? Ren. Why?
That's what everybody seems to be saying as of lately.
Well, that's what we're trying to
don't
figure
you take
out. Is
that
it
tone
real?
with me. What happened?
Well, now that we've gotten that figured out,
Can I see? May I see the
your
sword?
turn, Rithian. Why do you have the sword? How did you get the sword? Do you understand anything about why you have the sword?
Kind of, not really. I'll pull out the sword. Just
What happens when one of us holds it? Does it like disappear like a keyblade does? You know how like Riku holds the keyblade and it goes shunk and goes back to Sora?
I don't know anything about that garbage Disney shit, so you're gonna need a different reference.
Are you talking about?
I don't know
What's
if there-
fucking Kingdom Hearts?
I don't know if there is another that
If
I could
somebody
think
else
of.
holds it,
If-
does it? Can they actually hold it, or does it disappear and automatically go back to Rithian?
Well, that
'Cause-
depends on if Rithian is letting anyone hold it.
Well, here politely
He's
asks
not-
to hold it.
He's letting y'all see it. I don't think he's just letting y'all give it a few test swings
You
like
let
it's
girls hold your weapon.
like it's a 5-iron.
Zero would absolutely want to hold it and swing it around, get the weight of it. You know.
I mean, I guess Matt can I make a history check or something to know like what happens and how these items select their wielders? Like, do I know anything about that process?
You're very familiar with this sword. You've seen it a lot of times in your lifetime at any kind of special event, celebration, holiday, festival in Dwantir that the king is in attendance. You've seen that sword. You've never seen anyone else touch it, so you don't know what the consequences would be of.
Yeah, but I guess do I know like has anyone in any of the courts like changed like rulers, I guess, it within my lifetime, within Hero's lifetime?
Yes, that has happened.
And do
Well, maybe not in your lifetime, but in recent history.
and does she know anything about that?
You would know that the item chooses its ruler, and
Yeah, tell me about that process. How does
you
it
don't
choose?
know. You don't know the exact process. It's just
I feel like that's the
something-
sort of thing you might sing about how your leaders got their power, and maybe some sort of person who studied music might at least be able to roll a roll to see if that was perhaps
Yeah,
something
like-
they knew.
Like, if there's like is there like a big line? Everyone like comes up and like kind of like an Aragon, like
Everybody
where
tries to lift it.
no, like kind of like an
There-
Aragon where
yeah.
you come and like touch the egg, and if it hatches, it's your
I
dragon.
don't know anything about that fucking
Karima
plagiarized
Bookman.
bullshit either.
Yeah.
You're so
one, Chelsea,
uncultured.
that one, Chelsea, I can't help you with. I never heard those.
There,
It's okay. Christopher
Blatant
Paolini's gonna
rip
strike
off
all
over
of you
so much
down.
shit. You can roll a history check for that.
okay. I thought my history would have been better. That's good enough. Dirty 20.
Okay.
There you go.
There are, again, whenever there are these big celebrations and things, in particular on the solstices and equinoxes, those are your biggest ceremonial, like, big holidays in Dwantir. What was that? Oh, somebody's car alarm is going off. There are like these provings where the elves who have accomplished great deeds or come from prestigious families and things of that nature may hold a small court with the king or queen, and it's in those moments usually when a new ruler is selected, or it happens when a ruler dies, and then that item just appears in the hands of whoever is deemed worthy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then in that case, this is very odd. I mean, here's kind of like reminds I guess the elves here, but also explains it simply enough that anyone who's listening can understand as well, and just be like, it could be a fake, I guess, but if King Half is dead, then theoretically this could have just appeared. But like,
I mean,
when
you
did that
know,
happen?
you know specifically the story of how King Half became king. It was when the previous king died in the war against Morrigan. And in the midst of that battle, he was granted the Sword of Summer.
Frosty, babe, that's Artorias.
Oh, okay. That's what that. I heard this like creaking, groaning, moaning noise from Chelsea. I was,
I just thought it was Chelsea having the farts.
No,
Or just-
Artorias
I'm
is
I guess
kidding.
it
I'm
was the
kidding.
cat snoring.
he's having a hard time breathing.
Oh,
Nose. Like, he's just really, really stuffy. That's why I went and grabbed him some medicine.
yeah, poor baby.
I know. It sucks. I should have done it earlier this week.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway. But my question is, if it, I don't know. I don't know how to
Can you-
authenticate if it's real.
Rithian, can you explain what you do know about how you got it? Because you said sorta. So
You were there looking into the water river and then all of a sudden had the sword. I just don't understand what I'm seeing.
It was a gift from a strange woman in a pond who apparently was giving out king-making swords.
you don't call it a lake in a
so now
pond.
you're a king. Let's be very clear. I won't be bowing to you.
I didn't expect you to.
I mean, what man can get you on your knees, Jazeera?
You know, that's a good
Jesus
point.
fucking Christ.
This is a really nice hedge maze.
You're not a man here, so I guess you'll never find out.
Maybe no man can get you on your knees then. Maybe it's only a woman who can. Anyway.
God.
That's quite possible.
Oh God. Hey, need I remind the Blight King just fucking won everything. He has the cryptex. Be serious.
I'm being serious. I just was about to acknowledge that now might not be the best time for that.
Shane is stalking off after Rithian. Which way?
I don't know how deep this maze goes.
I mean, you can see the curvature here. Guess
All right,
I mean,
Rolo.
what?
We were told to go this way.
True.
All right, let's go that way then. See if the rest of us get magic swords.
Hey, Rithian.
Hey,
Hello?
hey, hey, hey.
Hey, Mom. Mommy, my mom. Hey, Rithian.
Yes.
Can I hold it for like 2 seconds?
Dead end.
Is it?
No,
Because
I'm not.
you know good and well that you could wrest it away from me, so it's not like I'm actually gonna try to steal it. I just want to hold it.
Oh, you guys moved very fast.
Yeah, probably a dead end.
It is, in fact, a dead end.
Okay, wonderful.
She can hold it for approximately 1.5 seconds.
So if you hand it to Jazeera, grab it, and I'll like try to swing it, and then I'm guessing it'll disappear and go back to Rithian.
As you touch the sword, you feel the full weight, the white hot heat of summer crash down on you. I'm just kidding.
Oh, come
But
on!
Rithian, you do feel that if you wanted to, at your command, you could just snap it back to your hands.
Ooh, that's hot.
Stay in my hand.
Yeah, it does stay currently.
So Jazira will take it and will step away. Here, I will physically step away and practice
Oh,
swing
watch
it.
out. Watch
Huh?
out. Do not try to slash the don't step too close to the hedge maze. It's alive and
Oh.
almost killed us.
I'm on the path.
Almost
I
killed me.
can't I can't be any more on the path square wise. And I'm not trying to hit anything. I'm just flashing at air.
Yeah. You've never felt such a weapon in your hands before. It is perfectly balanced, perfectly weighted. It's light, but the edge is razor thin. It almost feels like as you're slashing through the air, you're cutting through the molecules of the air.
She finishes, she'll flip it in her hand so that it's handle first towards Rithian, and she'll walk up and hand it back and say, I don't want to be king of anything, but that's a fucking nice sword.
Okay, stop complimenting Rithian's sword and let's move. You can feel Rithian's sword later.
It's a
God.
Lucian, seriously, I was literally holding the sword. It'd be questionable if I wasn't holding his sword and I started saying something about his sword. Then it might be a little bit more questionable where I was going. But I was physically, literally just holding the
Yeah,
actual
well,
sword
I don't
that he
bother
has.
that. That's okay.
As
We're
you
going.
continue east, you do see a break through the hedges, and slightly to the northeast, you see a passage to another clearing. You see a stony pathway that seems to be leading up a large hill.
Following Lucian, I just look back at Rithian. Hey, thanks for letting me touch your sword. And she I don't know if he's
Rithian
paying attention, but she winks and is just laughing and then is following
Rithian is
Lucian.
internally cringing. Rithian
What
is
is
whinging.
what is Rithian's demeanor right now? Does he seem I mean he seemed very serious, but
He seems a little awkward. He seems like he's very much in the down moments where he wasn't talking, was kind of just shifting sort of uncomfortably, trying to find a way to stand comfortably, despite the fact that he feels uncomfortable with the situation.
Because of what happened as far as you acquiring the sword, or
Oh,
because of the conversation between Lucian and Jazira?
It's only gotten worse as the conference. He's just sighing openly.
I'm just trying to figure out what part was making you uncomfortable.
Okay.
Getting closer to the clearing, you see these stone steps leading up to what appears to be a stone throne, flanked by these colossal forged blades. You see Lucian. Immediately, your mind thinks a large black hound, because at first glance, that's the only way your brain can comprehend what it's looking at.
Joe, move your token with us.
Sorry,
But
my mouse is looking
Oh.
around. Can
but
you move it for me? Because I've lost my cursor.
but staring at it, it's not so much dark fur of a beast. It's more like a hound-shaped hole that has been ripped out of reality, and you're just staring at this abyssal figure, very comfortably lounging upon this throne of stone and red velvet, and it's just staring at you. Its ears perked up, the pinpricks of bright red eyes looking in your direction.
Okay. Is this the throne of night or something? Can I figure out symbolically what I'm looking at?
Yeah,
What-
make a we'll call it a history check.
Okay.
That is the Throne of Summer.
The Throne of Summer. Oh, okay. So summer's not just a lake. Hey, Rithian, if you want to claim your throne, there is a dog sitting on it. So, a shadow dog, a darkness dog. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do about that. If you want
Whatever
to,
Rithian's your
Grave
king.
King do.
I'll awkwardly shift through and make eye contact with the dog.
Yeah, you again. First glance, it looks like a dog, but it can't be. It's like there's just something missing here. And then you
Weird.
hear a voice call out, "So, a fifth king has risen."
Do we all hear
We
that?
all hear that,
Mhm.
or is it just Rithian?
You all hear it.
From the direction of the not dog?
Yes.
Okay. A fifth king has been selected. Risen is a strong word.
Ah, yes. I suppose you haven't quite gotten that far yet, have you?
I think we pray I never have to.
So these are all the ones that made it.
Made what?
Made it here. I was curious which one of you I would be meeting first. Shame about the others.
That sounds ominous as fuck.
Rithian just leans over and whispers, "There was others?"
Don't-
Don't
Only
look at me.
one that I know of that died shortly after I started. I don't know who the others are.
Yo, Isrin's just like sitting next to the dog, like he's fucking right.
I mean, aside from that one, look, he was a jerk. So, because he left, and so Jazeera
We all
just blocked him out
volunteered
of
to
his
forget
mind.
him.
She just blocked him out.
Is it like an X?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
do you know what happened to King Half? Is that what you're talking about?
Sitting comfortably at Dwantir, as far as I've been able to see. For now.
That's ominous.
Ominous, ominous, ominous.
Well,
You'll be taking over when something happens, is what Jazeera like whispers to Rithian.
How can there be 5 kings?
And I'll lean over to Jazeera and just whisper, "Or I'm the reason that something happens."
Or
Time
That-
doesn't
I'm
really.
speaking.
That doesn't sound great.
Wait,
Jazeera, you don't know. It's Tiernail. Time is.
She's whispering to Rithian, like I'm
Oh,
not
okay, never
necessarily
mind then.
having a full-on conversation. Yeah,
We're gossiping, okay?
totally.
This is an
gossiping.
A-B conversation. See your way out before D&E F you up.
For Voldemort, I cast have a word.
pardon, she says from Hera says from behind Rithian. She says, "You said that there were 5 kings, but how can there be 5 kings?"
well, there's only 4 true kings.
Can
One for each season, and then me. Theoretically.
So, are you gonna make a 5th season?
no
Oh, I've read that book and it's scary.
fifth season's great.
What are we doing with this guy? Like, are we just gonna?
Is there any way to tell? Can you tell us which kings are true?
Well, the kings of spring, winter, and autumn, and the king that stands before you.
Then
I had
what
thought
does
that
that make
obvious.
you? Then what does that make you? You sit upon that throne.
Oh, I'm just an old
Pretender.
dog looking for a nice place to rest my paws.
You rest your paws, but you're kind of, on the throne if my eyes don't deceive me.
Matt, can I get a vibe check on this thing?
What? Just a straight vibe check.
Morak is vibing.
Yeah, a semi straight vibe check, but also a what is this thing? Because you said it's a dog-like creature, but not a dog, and the second it calls itself a dog, I'm immediately suspicious.
Make an
Clearly.
insight check.
Clearly a dog.
Okay.
It's clearly
yeah,
a
right.
cat.
Clearly,
It's clearly a
it's
cat, 'cause
clearly a
like, only
it's the
cats would
last
steal your
puppy
seed.
boy. Got it. It's the last puppy boy. I should have known.
Airbud?
No,
Let me
guys,
just make
only cats steal your seed, so it's got to be a cat.
Okay, so I will add a superiority die to this insight check as
Okay.
I can.
Well, I'm pretty sure Airbud stole people's jobs.
Oh,
Roll the dice.
I wasn't talking about jobs. I was talking about chairs.
Oh, that's a that didn't roll on my thing, and then a D10. Did that go to VTT yet? Go to VTT. Okay, a 12.
You get the sense that these are just words he's using to describe his form. If you try to focus more on him, and it's almost painful to it's almost painful
To
to try
comprehend.
to focus and comprehend what's sitting in front of you. So your brain just immediately, in an attempt to heal itself, just says it's a black hound.
Okay, thanks, brain. Do you mind if we approach? It's kind of awkward yelling at you from the entrance of a hedge maze.
Not at all, Your Highness. This is your throne.
Ooh.
can
Rithian
I-
will obviously
I think-
wince at that.
Yeah.
Clearly, you should just go up there.
Pardon, we haven't introduced ourselves.
I know who you are.
Oh, well then,
Yeah.
would you give us the pleasure of what we may call you?
I am this. You may call me.
Dog.
Dog.
You can call me dog.
Can I call you
Boy?
good boy?
You can call me whatever you wish. It doesn't matter in the end.
Would you like head scritches?
Belly
No.
rubs?
Morak is gonna openly laugh at that one.
What did you mean earlier by this is the first you've met? What did you mean by others?
Well, time is not constant. Of course, vast majority of the possibilities of this being the group that meets me here this day. But there could have been others. The tiefling girl and the tiefling man. And the now broken alcoholic former scout. And
You get a shout out.
that one kind, generous fool. But you are the ones that made it here.
Unfortunately, yes.
If you say so.
Here sort of seems confused.
Can
We made it here. So what
it's-
of it? What are you doing here?
is Morak smart enough to try to explain this to Hirith?
Is he? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm asking if I could.
It's your character.
He,
Is
I
there a
think he-
role you
I
want to
think he
make?
can understand this. He has enough
Do
Okay.
you wear
intelligence.
Are you bound to somebody?
I'm bound to no one.
So why are you here?
Just enjoying a nice summer day. Waiting for all of you.
Okay, well we're here. So now what?
Doesn't really matter what happens next. It's all the
Why
same
not?
in the end. Well, because
So all of the endless people who could be here, but whatever happens, it's all gonna end the same.
yes, of course.
That makes no sense.
Please, Your Grace, I have taken your seat long enough. And he just kind of gets up and stretches before trotting down and standing to the side and kind of sits back on his haunches.
Does the blade react in any way as I get closer to the throne?
Yeah, you would feel a sense of like warmth and belonging.
Maybe it's related to one of those other swords.
Is that something
Where
wagon?
exactly are we? And why is this sword, the throne, here?
1 second. What were you gonna ask, Rieta?
Wagon there. All I heard was this dum 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 dum.
Oh,
He's
okay,
asking what that noise was.
gotcha.
I have no idea.
Uh, why is the sword and throne here? He looks at you and is just like, this is a a facet, a conjunction of the realm of Tyrnail. Throne exists here because it exists everywhere here. And the sword is here because King Oberyn left it behind.
Wait,
And
King Oberyn left it. So none of the kings of summer have had the real sword?
No.
And how
They're
the hell
all
did
pretenders to the throne.
there's been no king this whole time? Well,
even though it's been here, what would happen if someone who wasn't a true king sat on that throne?
It's just a chair.
Yeah, but there's gotta be some sort of consequences since you're here.
I suppose the consequences would be up to the king.
Yeah, I'm doomed.
Yes, you are.
Thanks for the reassurance.
It's all right. It's just the nature of things. You're all doomed.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, the cryptic talk though is getting really freaking annoying.
I'm actually quite used to it. God's talk like this all the time.
I guess.
Yeah,
worst.
there's a reason I don't commune with the gods.
I guess I just want to know if you could answer why. Why did King Oberon leave the sword here? Why is King Half pretending? Does he know he's pretending?
He knows. King
Good.
Oberon left the sword behind for those of the Tuatha De Danann who chose to stay instead of leave. Um,
So
We
they
try. Go ahead.
there are there still Tuatha De Danann here?
Not anymore.
What
And
happened?
as for the kings in Adyrn, you needed a king of summer, and Oberon tasked them with uh, continuing a charade with a glamored sword so that your society didn't crumble into chaos, I suppose.
So
So it
Oberon
is
knew
true.
as well.
It was his idea.
So it is a basic form of government. Oh, who would have thought?
I'm
So
sorry,
the
what was
real
Jazira's question?
I don't remember. So the real king's here now. What was your purpose, and why are you still here?
Uh, I'm here trying to find pieces of myself, waiting for them to come back together.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think.
So which
that's
one are you?
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Your brother did quite a number on me. On
He's
people I quite
impatient.
care about.
He was impatient, saw an opportunity and he took it.
So, are you with us or against us?
I am
That's
neither.
a
I'm
loaded question.
I
I'm
like
simply
loaded
waiting.
questions.
Simply waiting to see
We're
what your
looking
brother's
for
gonna
him.
do. What can he do
He's waiting for?
with his name?
I'm sorry, there were like 3 different questions at the same time.
There were.
There was.
I'm not sure what you're waiting for.
This
Waiting for all the pieces to come back together.
Pieces.
And when that happens, what happens?
I become whole again.
And I presume we die. You know.
I mean, that's an inevitability, but whether it's at my hand or not,
So
there's a lot of possibilities.
if you're not whole now, what are you?
I'm a
He's
fragment.
This is one other piece of the Blight King, one of the 7 pieces of soul. Do you need the 7 pieces of body too? Do you need the because the bottle of moonlight, you're not getting it anytime soon, you know.
I know.
Do you need it?
Well, wait.
I do.
Lucia.
So you won't be recombining anytime soon.
That has been the case for a while now, but that's okay.
Then what is your brother hoping to do here right now?
He just got tired of waiting. He didn't have the same sort of foresight I do.
Wait,
So
hold
he's-
on. Hey, brother? Excuse me? What?
I'm guessing, are you the Dullahan or are you another one?
I'm not the Dullahan.
That must mean he's the other one.
And
He's
brother,
one-
well, not technically the correct term, will suffice in this.
Do you know, are the other pieces all here? Are they with the Blight King?
No.
Just you and him here right now?
No.
Some, but not all.
Is the hostess another part of you?
He is.
I assumed as much.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Rithian.
Again.
Now everybody keeps saying that.
Wait, hold on. You two met before?
In a sense.
Quark
I'm
looks
gonna
a little
sit
uneasy by
down.
this
I'm gonna
revelation.
sit down on the throne.
As you sit down on the throne, I mean, it just feels right to be there. And you feel a sense of power. And I'll just go ahead and let you know that in this place you have layer actions.
That was a sentence.
Yeah, it was a sentence.
And I will take that in for a second and just sit and breathe.
This feels right, doesn't it?
It didn't a couple hours ago. It does now.
All right. This is weirding me out.
What do we do next? Rithian? You're the king.
Well, that doesn't make me the leader. At least not of this little group.
I don't know. I don't. King is a king. That's kind of your role. Whether or not you're good, that's entirely.
Up for debate
Yeah.
and
Mm.
being
And
proven.
what have you?
What'd you say,
Leave.
Can
Rachel?
you talk a bit
Yeah,
more
what'd you
about
say?
your history, Rithian Ren?
Is that directed towards me? I have to turn Rachel up.
Yeah, I'm just curious why the sword chose you.
I think we're all kind of curious why the sword chose me.
Mhm.
Including me. Question. Was Rithian, was the details of the exodus of the Tuatha De Lan shared with Rithian? I assume he was there when they talked about it, but I don't know if he knows, like, everything.
I think
I
it's
know
been pretty
it was
hush-hush.
shared with Adyrn. I don't know if they spoke about it too much after Adyrn left the party.
You would
That's
have
up
been
to
learning
y'all.
about it around the same time Etrian was, but Etrian got the actual copy to look at.
Yeah.
Whereas,
That's my question, is were the items at least discussed?
I'll let y'all decide that.
yeah, I think we've discussed the laundry list of bad shit.
Of items?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm gonna take a guess, and I'm just gonna ask. Do you know where your mirror is?
It moves around a lot. And that was done on purpose. Disrupts the flow of time, makes it hard to see. I can't say with any certainty where it is.
Right.
What happens to you if a piece of you is destroyed?
Destroyed. I've not seen that happen. So it's not something I worry about.
Jane sort of like pops out a cold iron dagger and kind of just holds it in her hand.
But hypothetically speaking, if it did happen, what would happen to you?
Suppose that fragment of me would be lost. And Lujane, I understand, but that's not necessary.
What am I gonna? Am I gonna find the Blight King and give him a big hug and we all go home as friends? Is that what you're telling me?
No, not at all. He will try to kill you, and in most instances, he succeeds.
And in the ones where he doesn't,
Then he doesn't.
Wait,
what
so
happens to him? What about the instances where we succeed?
You're
He
asking
dies.
somebody.
are you the Blight King or like part of him?
Yes.
He said
No.
that.
Well, isn't
Yeah.
his brother's nephew's former roommate sort of vibes?
Yeah, yeah.
So, let's see real quick, guys. Just as a reminder, this happened a while ago when, right around when Kirith lost she put the black handle on the dagger. All that happened. Jazeera died around that episode, I guess. Is kind of when we started to talk about, and I think probably one of the first times the Blight King talked about having like brothers and stuff. Essentially, there are, and I think we probably would have, I don't know, now that I think. There are essentially like just player information. There are 7 pieces of soul, 7 pieces of body that the Blight King or the Archfey that had enslaved the ancestors of elves in Tyrnail. He got broken up into, or that Archfey got broken up into essentially 14 pieces. 7 of them being the objects that we're hunting, so like the cryptex, apple, that sort of thing.
Which is the body, right?
That's the body. And then there's 7 of soul. One of them is,
Which is the people.
yeah. So we've mostly been interacting with the Blight King, but this one
So
is
yeah.
another aspect. And then the hostess, who we've been talking about since last session, is another aspect.
And from what we can gather so far, and the confirmation of the dog and my running theory is
So Rivian, are you part of the Blight King?
no, I'm an elf. I'm just a dude. I mean, I could be, but so far I know that I'm a guy.
Oh, but you're all Fae, aren't you?
Yeah, we're technically all related. It's my sister's cousin's ex-wife's brother's uncle.
Okay.
Twice removed.
Yeah. But as far as we know, and as far as we can gather in like running theories, the dog is related to the broken silver mirror, which seemingly confirmed. And the hostess, if I had to guess, is related to the apple.
I think the Blight King's apple.
Is the Blight King apple?
Because
I'll say because of all of the experience you've had with him, then yes, the Blight King is the apple.
Ooh, so it's the hostess. Unless the hostess might be the mask.
Yeah.
Candle.
No, the candle is definitely Dollahan. And that's a man. That's the Blight King referred to him as brother.
All
There's a-
right.
Interesting.
You elves know more than me.
So what do we do with all this information?
Yeah, like
Lujane's trying to find a way to kill the Blight King out of this guy and see if he how detached from what's going on he actually is. This dog.
I
He
guess
sounds very detached.
I guess my question, I guess I have a lot of questions, but
You always did.
yeah, I guess so.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
glad you
I don't-
appreciate that about me. Is there a possibility or a future as far as my perception of time goes, that if you ever become whole again, that the Tuatha De Danann or elves can exist in peace with you?
Well, as I'm concerned, we existed in peace before.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wait, is
Okay.
that true?
You would have no
That
idea.
I thought
I mean,
depends if you count tyranny as peace. It's a weird.
Yeah, or enslavement.
yeah.
Yeah. Technically, it was semi-peaceful, just horrible.
how about let me rephrase. Not peace. Can we exist as equals?
No. Why would you ever think yourself equal to us?
Equal in the fact that we deserve liberty, that we deserve freedom and
Yeah,
choice
that's not how it works.
and
Freedom,
life. Shut up, Mark.
choice.
And there it is.
Strange how much you cling to it, fight for it, willing to die for it. And what do you do with your choices and these freedoms that you have?
I mean, lots of things. Good and bad. And neither good nor bad.
You don't know very much about your people before the Exodus.
I don't care very much about our people before the Exodus. I care about our people now.
I mean I don't. I from what I can see now, if I think they've made mistakes. What was it like before the Exodus between you and my people?
Before we showed up, the Tuatha De Alon, you think me tyrannical, but they ruled with, pardon the expression, an iron fist. They subjugated all of the Fae of this realm, and it is only that their pride and refusal to bow before another that led them to flee. They couldn't stand the idea of a being greater than themselves.
They fled instead of fought.
Oh, they fought for a time.
But let's just say it probably wasn't going their way, right?
It certainly wasn't.
As they talk, I'm gonna pull out the Sword of Summer, and as they talk of the battle norm, I'm just gonna trace a finger ever so gently along the edge. Presumably, this being a weapon used in said battles.
It was, and make a perception check.
Let me just go to my sheet. I'm about to start raising the temperature. I want to see what my lair actions do. Can I summon courtesans?
No.
Damn. Should have figured the Sword of Summer didn't have drip.
Yeah, that's kind of a sad.
26, natural
26,
19.
wow. Yeah, you draw the blade, and this black hound isn't facing you. But as you begin messing with the sword, you do notice his ears immediately swivel back towards your direction.
So while Rithian is doing that, Hirith asks, so what is your motivation in all of this? Why subjugate the subjugators?
Someone had to rule. And I was clearly the obvious choice.
According to who?
According to the only being that would know.
Don't mind me saying, but that sounds very like my people.
Maybe your folks have it figured out.
I highly doubt that.
Give it time.
So I guess, are you saying that there's no chance that my people can coexist with you in a way that is, I guess, mutually respectful of each other?
There will be moments of time where that is a possibility, but it always ends the same.
Which is what? How?
Your people die.
And you do not?
I do not.
And what leads to their death?
So many things. And it all depends on the actions the people of your world take. Many ways that it can end, but it does always inevitably end. Water always returns to the ocean,
This
no
being
matter how many streams.
the ocean, she like gestures at
I'm
Tunail.
talking about time, girl. It all ends the same.
Yeah.
What if I don't buy that bullshit?
Mark buys it.
What if we don't care so much about the ending and care about what happens next?
Well, of course.
And what
That's
happens next is
why we're here.
can we kill the Blight King? Can we kill you, pieces of you, bit by bit? Is it possible? Will it
We
happen?
can.
Is it
Like,
inevitable?
he's
Said
going
as
to
much.
tell us that.
He's gonna say yes
He's-
because everything is
he's-
possible until it isn't.
He said as much. He said that there's, from what he's seen, timelines where we do and timelines where we don't. So it's certainly possible.
As he said, everything leads to one end, which I presume is death. But anything before that can be anything we make it.
He just stays quiet as his friends explain to you what he would.
How about
Trust me.
this? When I take the Blight King apart piece by fucking piece, are you going to stay here like a nice, good little lapdog, or are you going to get in the way?
Why would I get in the way?
Good answer. Rithian, do you need to sit up there, or can we move on?
You guys can scout ahead.
What does
Are
that mean?
you liking that chair? I mean, it
It's
does
very-
look comfortable.
It's a very comfortable chair.
I don't know if I feel comfortable leaving you alone in the Feywild with powerful aspects of a powerful being.
I'll just trace a little finger along the edge of the sword of summer and go, well, according to everybody we've talked to, I'm a powerful being now. And sheath the blade.
Mm. If you are, you may be powerful. But it is ultimately depends on how you wield that power.
Matt, can I kick the temperature up a couple degrees?
What would you like to do?
You know, just make it a little hotter, a little
Spicy?
warmer, just see if I can.
Get some spice going.
Yeah,
Should I make Morak hot?
you can, in fact, bring the temperature up in this space.
Like a
If you
little
choose
dial.
to exert your will, you would all notice that it does get warmer and more humid, and you start to sweat, and the glare of the sun becomes brighter.
Yeah. All right,
I'm
you
Oh,
just
sit on your
Rithian, real
fucking chair,
mature.
Rithian.
I'm gonna take in a deep breath of summer air
I don't know what you
and
guys are all complaining about.
reluctantly stand up. And seeing Lujane start to clear out, I'm gonna lean in and whisper to the dog.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go, well, whatever happens, a king can always use a seer.
He just
And I
nods
will
his head.
pat him on the shoulder.
It's
Here's is watching this.
Morak is watching this.
You know,
trying to
Just shoulder.
describe this sensation of what it feels like to touch this being. It's not wholly corporeal. Your hand seems to sink through a thick, inky mire, and you start to feel yourself get pulled in until the Black Hound takes a step back. So you do not get seemingly physically sucked into his form.
Like
You
black
feel
hole
like
porno.
a pull of an abyss, of a almost like a singularity, as you touch this being.
Rithian's just gonna laugh.
But he does nod his head to you.
I'll look to the group and go, so, are we all done here? Anything else you want to ask our very descriptionally confused friend?
Here's like opens her mouth as if to ask something. Like she kind of like opens it, closes it, opens it, closes it, and like she doesn't know what to say or ask, but she's looking at Rithian kind of in fear.
I think we had to sense this a long time ago because she's like, things aren't adding up here.
And here's kind of like not taking her eyes off of Rithian, steps back to like shoulder to shoulder with Rieta.
Well, I'll give, if it looks like we're heading off, no one said anything, I'll give the doggo a bow.
He
And
bows
then
very deeply to the King of Summer.
I'll walk by, I'll trace my hand along the edge of these, tall blades. Just,
As you touch one, you feel this sense of power as though you could wield these swords. That is another aspect of your lair action should you find yourself in combat in this area.
Nice.
these colossal 40-foot tall blades.
Man, you got some Elden Ring in you right now. There's
The
fucking
second
swords all up
Rithian-
in that shit.
Yeah, the second Rithian touches one of the blades and feels just the innate control. He has to take a breath and resist the urge to try it.
On
And keep
fucking who?
Probably me.
No.
So or Jazeera.
No.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
We have to go meet the hostess.
I will say, Lijian, as you look to the north a bit, you can see through the hedges just a field of smoke, and you can smell the scent of burning wood from your proximity to that area.
That's
You
bad. but
see
I'm-
black and scorched trees and piles of still hot glowing embers on the ground of a burning forest.
Huh. Where is everyone? I don't think you can get where you're going that way.
Is this the way we entered?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, there is a. I guess we can go deeper into the circular bit,
Or we could go up.
or we could go see a big burned out ruin. Does that sound fun?
Yeah.
I mean, so far I've gotten a strange sword. I've met a abyss dog, and I'm supposed to go meet apparently my sugar mommy or my host family. So,
Man, the Fae's weird.
What
the Fae's weird.
I'm trying to make it weird.
The Fae's weird.
area? Jane, you
Pardon,
said
Rachel?
that there was an area that was burnt out.
Yeah, to our north, it's all just burnt.
Is it still on fire or?
A little bit smoldery. Embers on the ground, that sort of thing.
Is anyone that needs help?
It reminds you of
It might be.
The Wicker Man?
of wildfires in the peak of summer.
Yeah, sorry guys. I may have just raised the temperature a couple degrees. I was doing a gender reveal party, my bad. Turns out it's a Fae. You know what
Jesus.
smoke they give for that? Every color.
Fire. Just straight
I mean,
fire.
if we're looking for that Wicker Man that we were told about, I'd guess up there.
I know you're half elf. What's the other half of you?
No, they're all elf. There's no half.
No, he's pure elf.
Yeah.
The other
kind
half,
of
I'm
rendered
half
60.
tiefling.
watered down and kind of less powerful ever since becoming mortal.
Just like how I'm full orc.
So Rithian's going that way. Okay, I guess we're all going that way.
I,
That way.
Rithian offered to let you guys lead. Did you guys all said no? We want to watch your convo. The
Hey,
doggo.
you're the king.
We want to watch the convo with the heckin' pupper.
I was walking. Then you walked a different direction. Okay, I'm going into the hedge. And does anyone care about what was Bollywalk going to give us for the ember of the Wicker Man?
An axe.
An axe. Does anyone like an axe? Does anyone need an axe? You don't need an axe, Rithian. You got a magic sword.
What's the
Yeah,
fragrance?
right,
What's
use
the
it.
fragrance of this axe? Axe
I
body
can use
spray.
an
Get
axe.
it? Ha 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 ha.
Mark, you need an axe? Okay.
Axes are cool.
All right, Morak needs an axe. We're going
You're
this way.
strong. I'm
No.
not.
Here's
Morak didn't
this.
bring an axe. We were going to the Feywild. Morak wasn't prepared. We got to go take a side trip to get an axe.
Oh,
Is it me or is
is that
Ludwig acting weird?
is that a pathway? I thought that was in the hedges.
No,
No.
there's a pathway there that is intentionally
Oh.
left open.
Ooh.
Here's
Yeah,
this sort
well,
of like.
Shane's acting weird. Rithian's acting weird.
Sort of an arch.
Here's this sort
I'm
of
acting
like
my normal weird.
clinging kind of to Rieta. Since Rita's always at the back of the party, like she's like kind of like hanging out with Rieta and keeping Rithian in her sights.
Yeah.
Rachel, do you want me to would it be okay if I be able to like move your token?
Yeah,
To
by all
help you?
means. I'm not very, my cursor keeps disappearing.
Yeah. Matt, do you want to give me control?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Victorious.
I kind of hang back and watch everybody else leave and just kind of look at the dog.
He's just staring at you, waiting patiently.
Kind of hear in the background. What the hell? I don't know about you guys, but that dog made a lot of sense.
I think when I saw it was, what kind of hellhound is that?
So, on the edge of the burning forest, you all get like the heavy smell of wood smoke. You hear the crackling and popping sound of timbers. And you hear and feel this tremor, this heavy
Oh Jesus!
footfall, just sending tremors through the earth beneath your feet. What do y'all do?
Sorry.
So you said we hear heavy footfalls sending tremors,
Yeah,
but we don't see anything. walking around?
it's like that Tyrannosaurus Rex scene in Jurassic Park.
In that
Oh,
one movie
shit.
you hate, probably.
I love Jurassic
Where you
Park.
see the
Like he
What?
loves all movies.
So,
You're not supposed to like things, Matt.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park's
hey,
awesome as
it's
fuck.
okay. Jacqueline
Um,
doesn't get Monty Python, so
So
No,
I mean, to be
it's
fair,
a
neither do
stupid
I.
movie.
Yeah.
stepping out into the forest, you hear this rumbling sound of footfalls. You hear like the cracking and splintering of trees, and you watch from behind some blackened timbers a colossal being of wood and fire steps out into view and turns to look at you all. And
Yeah.
for a being of this size, you underestimate how fast it is as it immediately starts sprinting towards you. As it passes by trees, they explode into splinters, catch fire immediately. And at its roar, you watch as other burning creatures take up its call, screaming in unison the sound of roaring flames as the burning forest comes to life with these elementals. I need everyone to click on their tokens and roll initiative.
Okay. What is that noise?
It's
I'm just-
Artorias.
Is that Adyrn?
He can't breathe. I don't.
Oh, okay. I just like. Oh my God.
He's been poorly a while now, hasn't he?
He's a
Yeah.
poor sick boy.
He's. I called the vet, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's not that, darling.
I don't
Sorry.
actually know what that noise was. I was
Wow.
like, I was just
Is it
curious.
sort of
Come here,
hay
buddy.
fever type thing, or
I tried to soothe him a bit by
Oops.
wiping his face with a warm cloth to try and. It's just he's got all of this congestion sitting in his nose and it's not going anywhere. So, like, he doesn't even want to play. He was having a
He's
hard
alright.
time. He was having a hard time sleeping earlier. Like he kept putting his head down to sleep and then couldn't because I mean, you guys know how it is to like rest your
Yeah.
head when you're all congested. It just immediately stuffs you up.
No.
Guy.
Rieta, are you able to roll initiative?
Sorry, hold on.
Buddy.
Oh,
Did it come
I,
through?
I shouldn't laugh. I really
I was gonna
shouldn't.
say I shouldn't laugh, but it's kind of like it's
It
sad,
sounds like
but it's also kind of a
flatulence.
funny
Yeah.
sound.
I feel really bad. Like he was doing so good because buddy.
That's why I said like I know it's not funny. The sound is funny, but the
The
reason behind
sound
it
is
is
funny.
not.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I
Like,
wish I
just-
could have taken him into the vet today. They didn't have any same day appointments, so they were like, go back on
That's fine.
Monday.
Mhm.
And so I'm just gonna keep an eye on him until Monday. But I guess I could take him into the emergency vet if things get worse.
No.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I don't know why it's not.
Did you click on your token first?
Yeah. It's not even coming up for me.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for you?
Yes.
Maybe.
And we will take a short break before we get into combat. So we'll be back at 10 after 9. Is that all right for everybody, or do y'all want a little longer?
We
That's
should
fine.
be
I'm
okay.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna
All
see
right,
if I
back in a
can't
bit.
tend to my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Back in a bit.
Toast. Oh, your poor baby. I don't know what to do for him. I mean, he's congested. It's just there's an infection there. I mean, is he like gooey? Mixy?
No, like his eyes are clear. He doesn't have like a runny nose.
Maybe it's an allergy.
Yeah, I'm
You know-
wondering. I'm wondering if I can. I have Zyrtec, and I think I might be able to give Zyrtec to him. I have to look up the dosage. Maybe that can help with that congestion.
I think so.
I'm really worried about him.
Do you ever give him like dairy? I know it sounds strange, but some people still feed their cat.
No, he doesn't really. I don't ever feed him dairy. The closest I do is I do a
Have a
little bit of whipped cream on my finger, and Soler loves it, but Artorias doesn't go for it.
Cat milk is actually goat's milk anyway, so I give my cat, let her sort of have a little bit of my goat's milk every so often. Because I
You have a goat?
No, I don't. I
Oh.
have a allergy to cow's milk, so I have goat's milk.
Gotcha.
It's not an allergy as such. It is because it is like that. I go like Artoria says. I get all my sinuses swell up, and I get severe sinusitis when I drink cow's milk. So, but I'm all right with goat's milk. It's something to do with being too big or something, you know.
This is either upper respiratory infection or a herpes, feline herpes flare up. He was battling upper respiratory infection a couple weeks ago.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and when he was on the antibiotics, he was doing really good, like really good. And it's been a couple days, and today's been the worst for him. It's just like come back with a vengeance.
Such distress with it. Does he seem okay in himself? Is it just noisy? It's worse than it is? Or...
I mean, I don't think he got good rest today.
No.
and he's not really interested in playing. He didn't eat much, which is concerning, but I gave him some treats, which he did eat really, really well. Lysine treats, which are supposed to help. Right now he is purring and on my lap.
Oh.
But he earlier was under my bed, like didn't want to be around, which is odd for him because he's always with me.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can't like massage his nose a little bit and see if that doesn't help.
Tapping, actually, I find when I've got my sinuses are inflamed. Tapping either side of like across your forehead and places like that. Just gently, you know, but tapping sort of helps relieve it. Some of the sensation, you know, the pressure sensation. Oh, baby. Right. We can get some terrible munches. Hello, baby.
Mm,
You got some. Right, I better go.
okay. And Frosty, are you still here?
It's just me. It's only me. Sorry.
It's okay. I was just gonna say I'm just really worried about my boy.
I know.
He's always been kind of sick all his life with different stuff, so I've nursed him back to health before. Just I'm super hypersensitive with him.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Oh, poor sick buddy. You're just not feeling good, huh? You're just not feeling good. You're being cute, though. Being super cute. Do an upside down head, kitty. How's Bordeaux?
It's good. I mean, it's super walkable. We hopped on the train today. We did a day trip to Arcachon, which is the sort of beachside village. So we got to walk around the beach where we didn't get to see the big Arcachon. We didn't get to see the big dune. It has the biggest dune in Europe,
Like sand
but
dune?
it's sand dune, yeah. That's
That's
the
cool.
biggest sand dune in Europe. We didn't get to see it yet, but we are gonna go back
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's some beautiful pictures of Arcachon. But we're hoping to go to Paille-la-Mer and then the Doudou Pilat. Tomorrow at 11, we have a meetup thing with some other visitors of Bordeaux
That's cool.
who, yeah, it's called Get Thick Bordeaux. And we're gonna meet up with other visitors, and yeah, let's see. Yeah, no diet club. Let's get thick in Bordeaux starts at 11:30,
Nice.
and it's 8 of us, 8 people, and we're all we're all supposed to be eating around and stuff like that. Ooh, we're going to Bochachia? Ooh, I didn't know we were going to Bochachia. But yeah, dinner is included.
Mm.
Not your basic food tour. We walked every single street with our local guides, local specialties, sexy platters of charcuterie and cheese, the best canals in town, fresh oyster, the best burgers, sweet surprises. We'll walk around Center Bordeaux, crossing a few historical spots, but what you should really know that we care about is food. We will walk around 35 minutes and we'll spend most of the time eating, laughing, and drinking. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
Man, that sounds great. Oh, you're gonna get stuffed.
Yeah, that's the plan. It goes from 11:30 to 3:30 of us just eating, drinking, and everything. And it's also going to be like the first thing we get to do that's actually just straight up in English.
Hmm.
Because everything else is pretty much in French because we're in France.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, great food, cool group. We had very delicious, perhaps a bit expensive for what you get in terms of food, but it's worth it. Food is very good, great food tour, experience was great. Yeah, we ate at 8 different addresses, savory, sugar, street food. Of course, I need to add is a lot of food, but it never felt like too much. Everything is so well timed and spread out over the full time period that you never feel stuffed or overdone. Feels lovely, leisurely, and will pique your curiosity and taste buds.
I do that, but I think with the medication I'm on, I stopped like after 5 minutes for like the rest of the day. But good thing you're there and not me. Victorious. I'm gonna go get some ice. Victorious. Victorious, let me massage your face. Oh, go near you. Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna give you medicine.
All right, I'm back.
Hi.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
I'm just
Good.
toast. I'll try and do it quietly.
I'm just working on a 250-word discussion post I have to do for school. It's due in 3 hours, but I figured I'd get it done now.
250 words isn't a lot, is it?
No.
On how much you have to.
Here's a large picture of the little creatures they're fighting.
Oh Jesus!
Oh wow, his elbow's a skull. That's cute.
Very cute.
Accessorized. Damn, you slay.
It's
Drippy.
adorable. I can't find my picture of the other of the Wicker Man.
I wonder if his elbows talk.
Ow.
So are we gonna succeed in the very difficult task of taking like a 30-foot little retreat so that Rithian can kill it with his giant swords?
I
If they're
don't know.
gonna
Tactical retreat.
follow us.
No, Jazeera will find a way to die before we get out of here.
Yeah,
So
well,
mean.
wait,
Am
did
I
you just say
wrong?
retreat? Did you just say retreat? Jacqueline doesn't know those words.
Yeah, what is that word?
What are retreat?
I mean, we also don't know that you have any power over your throat. We can intuit that probably something happens, but we don't know, like, you can throw around giant swords and change.
Yeah.
I guess we saw you change the temperature.
Um,
You felt it get warmer.
Mm-hmm.
and there's the picture of the Wicker Man. So let's bring it back here.
Oh, those are cool.
Let me get set up here. These are some speedy boys. And we'll start. This one just seems to, its roots just slithering across the burning ground at an incredible speed as it rushes forward. It does not get, well, no, it is not able to get close enough to do anything on this turn. The second one, however, is going to rush towards Lujane and whip out with its long wooden limbs of scorching flame. And it's going to make 2 slam attacks against you. 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay.
I don't have my damn husband here with me. Give me my +2 AC, you monster.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage plus 8 fire damage from the attack. Second attack is going to be a 14.
Okay, 14 misses. I'm also going to use that to half the fire damage. How much was the fire damage?
8.
8. Okay, it's like 4.
Oh,
Just because the
actually,
resistance lasts the whole turn, so.
all right. I did forget about their ranged attack, but I've already skipped that turn, so we're not going to bring that into account. So that brings us to Jazeera.
Is Jack back?
Jacqueline.
I don't think she's back.
Oh shit!
I haven't even heard her
I mean, I
know.
did make a dig at her and she said nothing, and I didn't even realize.
Hey guys, sorry.
We're just
Oh, you're
questioning if you live.
Dan Dan made pancakes, and I had to go doctor them up because if I don't do it, he leaves off the peanut butter because he doesn't like peanut butter on pancakes. So.
Gotcha. Well, you are up in combat.
Oh.
Your
Cool.
turn.
All right. Let's see. So first off, I'm going to activate my shield.
Ow.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's my bonus action, and then I'm going to 5, 10, 15. Oh crap. 20, 25. Move there, and I will shoot at this guy twice.
I'm sorry. 1 second. Which guy are you shooting at?
This one
Okay.
with a 31
That hits.
for 9 damage.
Yep.
Because nobody else is within range, and I'm not within range.
Right. I think you
Oh,
have to
wait.
be in melee, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm re-rolling that d6.
Okay.
Damn it!
Okay.
It's 9 damage.
All right. One of your arrows sinks into it, sending out sparks of cinders.
And the
26. That
second
will
one's a
also hit.
26. For 10.
10. It screeches out in pain, letting out like a gout of fire from its mouth as it does so. Looking fairly injured. Is that it for your turn?
Yep.
It will retaliate by turning on you. You see it opens its mouth impossibly wide, and is going to let out an enormous cone of fire in your direction. 20, dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. "24 points of fire damage."
I'm gonna use my reaction and make that 12.
Okay.
Wait, are we at how many temp hit points do we get?
12.
Wasn't sure if that had changed.
I'm
Well.
sure it's 12. Hold on. I'm trying to check for you, but
You're good. I just realized, like, I haven't taken a short rest. Like, I had full health, but I had stuff marked off, so I haven't done a short rest or anything. I'm assuming we've had a short and a long rest since during last session. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Long rest, yes.
yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, and it's 12 temp health.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then I use that to make it take it from 24 to 12. So we're good.
And it is it actually gets 2 of these.
Fire.
Yeah, it's just
Look
gonna
at
throw
that.
another one at you.
That
For
was so good the first time. I'll do it again.
yeah, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
7 plus. For another 14 points of fire damage.
Okay. As a side note, I still have marked that I have inspiration.
Yeah.
Is that still accurate?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
He gave us all inspiration either
Yeah.
1 or 2 sessions
Like a
ago,
month and a
I don't
half
remember.
ago, so that's why I'm really confused.
Morak, it is your turn.
Okay. Oh. Goodbye. Than that. Okay. I'm gonna run up to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to inflict wounds
Ooh.
on this guy in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna touch it. God damn it.
Nat 1. Yeah. Roll a
Run.
D100 for me.
40.
Okay.
I'll just take my 18 necrotic damage now.
You go to cast a spell, and the necrotic energy that you're trying to use backfires, and you suddenly feel incredibly ill as you begin to vomit out eels, and you are poisoned
I love eels. That's
for
great.
24 hours.
Wow, that is
They're not eels, they're slugs.
Dude,
oh, Harry Potter references. God damn.
I fucking
oh
hate Harry
shit,
Potter.
I'm in trouble.
Better out than in.
I just had a
Um,
conversation with my coworker about how much I hate Harry Potter. Now,
Do you do
Ah.
anything else with your turn, Morak?
Can't use my bonus action or anything. Yeah, that's my turn.
Rithian, it is your turn. Here with your own deck.
Okay. So I'll use my 30 feet to get to the closest goon, which is this guy. And I will make 3 attacks. I'll
Mhm.
pull out the Sword of Summer and just let it cut through the smoke and mist, and we will start swinging.
That hits.
Okay. And can I just click it and roll damage? It's for 14,
All right.
and then
17 hits.
for a grand total of. They clicked the thing. Show the damage. 19.
Nice.
And then the final one.
That hits.
28 for 16.
Yeah, you rush forward, drawing the Sword of Summer, and you find that it slices through the wooden form of this elemental creature like butter, and you just cut it into kindling. It recoils in fear as it slowly dies and smolders out in pain. It is dead.
I'm going to as it, because I assume it breaks up into like sparks and fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the Sword of Summer in hand and still feeling the power from the previous room, I'm going to breathe in the smoke and sparks, and I'm going to use Second Wind, and you're going to see the wounds that are still present from Rithian's battle start to cauterize and cover over with flame for healing themselves. Just
Nice.
gonna gain some hit points back.
All right. Will that be it for your turn?
Yep.
Gareth.
Okay. They're not in a good position for me. I'm gonna move at least so that Rieta can turtle out of that hedge. Um, am I wrong though?
Not at all.
And I'm going to go ahead and zap that dude with whatever I normally use. Eldritch Blast.
Okay. $15 hits for which one are you aiming at again? This one?
One on the west.
Okay. 14 hits, 13 just hits. So 11, 22, 6, 27. 38 points of damage total. Very nice. Yeah, your Eldritch Blast just breaks it up into timbers, and it also falls dead.
Cool. And I'm also gonna healing word myself.
Okay. When did you take the? Oh yeah, from the hedges.
Yeah,
Is that it for your turn?
that will be it. Yes.
Okay. It is the Wicker Man's turn, and he just starts sprinting forward. Just the ground at his feet erupting in flames, and the trees that he bowls over immediately ignite. All right. So what will he do first? He is going to.
Squish.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. He is going to make a slamming attack against Lujane and against Morak. Natural 1 against Lujane, fantastic. 22 against Morak.
Yeah, that hits.
14 points of bludgeoning damage. Or no, I'm sorry, 14 points of fire damage,
Yep.
and 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay. And Rieta, you're up. Lujane, you're on deck.
You know what she's gonna do?
Yep.
She's gonna Eldritch Blast the big guy.
Don't mind me. Just want to see what this looks like. That's all. Okay.
Takes 6 points of force damage, plus 10 points of force damage,
And
plus another 6. Nice. Yeah, your Eldritch Blast, you have no trouble hitting this huge towering thing. You fire them off, and you just see like little pieces of like shingles and pieces of wood just kind of fall away. Does not appear to have a devastating effect.
then she will hide in the hedge.
She's okay.
On the tree, whatever it is.
All right, Lujane.
Okay, Lujane is going to flank around here, and Lujane is going to use her symbiotic entity to gain 52 temporary health.
Sure.
Because why not?
You fuck.
And then with my I don't think I have much to do with my actually Rithian still looks pretty beat up, right?
Yeah.
All right, no, then I'll hold on to. I don't need anything else.
I'm not bloodied.
Well, that's Lujane's turn. Wait. I can do that one thing now, spreading spores. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, as the spores sort of come off of her body and armor her, a big cloud of them is gonna pop up over here, and I'm just gonna put down a thing. We'll deal with it when it comes up later.
Okay.
So just a thing.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. This one's gonna rush at you.
So, oh my god! Why can't I make the square? Okay.
You have squares that you can just drop. Yeah.
No, that's what I was trying to do.
Oh.
The yellow ones don't work apparently, just the orange ones.
No,
It's fine.
you have to drag the
No, I did.
the text, not the image.
I did.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna make 2 slam attacks against you.
Okay. It also needs to make a that or take 14 damage.
What's the
DC 18 con
what's the
save.
con?
That is funny.
And note that that doesn't take my reaction.
16 plus. Makes it on 18. Well, 16
Okay.
plus 2. Okay. And yeah, it's gonna make 2 slam attacks against you. The first one's a 24 to hit
Hits.
for 2 points of bludgeoning damage plus. Oh wait, I'm sorry. 2 plus. All right, 3 points of bludgeoning damage plus 14 points of fire damage.
All right.
Second attack,
That's probably nice.
17 to hit.
17 misses.
Okay. And that's it for that one's turn. Jazeera, you're up. Mark, you're on deck.
Excuse me.
Jacqueline?
So I am going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I am going to swipe at it with my rapier.
Okay.
So 23 to hit
23 will hit.
for 31 points of damage.
That is with your cold iron sword.
No, I said I used my rapier.
Oh. Okay. The blade does not appear to have an effect other than when you strike him, plumes of flame erupt back towards you, and you take 19 points of fire damage.
Ow. So because this would have been in quick succession, so I'm gonna hit with my rapier, offhand attack with the cold iron. 19 to hit
That hits.
for 11 damage.
So it
And
does
then-
take the 11 damage, but once again, the incredible heat coming off of this elemental being does burn you again. For 13 points of fire damage.
Ow. And then, like I said, because she's doing this back to back to back without thinking, 19 to hit with the rapier.
Yep.
15.
And another 20 points of fire damage.
At that point, I'm just gonna shout, "Ow! Don't stand close to it! Ow!" And then that's my turn because I can't do anything else.
Morak.
After my episode with the eels, I'm gonna use my.
The smell is horrible as they hit the ground and immediately start burning up, by the way.
Nasty.
It smells horrible and delicious at the same time.
No, not even a little bit.
Oh,
I love eel so. Eh.
I do too.
Ew.
I'm gonna use one of my charges of necklace prayer beads to cast lesser restoration
Okay.
on myself. So
We don't want to be poisoned.
I don't want to be poisoned. That's no thanks. I'm good. Looked at the effects and I'm like, 24 hours of disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. No thanks.
Yep.
So yes, I do that, and then I'm not gonna move, but I think I'm with my action. I'm going to use one of my cantrips to cast Toll the Dead on the. Cast it on the big flamey guy
Okay.
that I'm right next to. He is missing HP. 18 wisdom save where he takes 33 necrotic.
He does not make that save. Yeah, this burnt wood that's just like haphazardly constructed together just kind of dissolves into ash from the necrosis, accelerating the rate of decay.
Nice. I'm not gonna move, so that's my turn.
Okay. Rithian.
Matt, how tall is the Wicker Man?
Close to 20 feet.
Okay.
So half the size of that giant sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half the size. I
I'm
was
gonna
just
measure
wondering out of
everything in giant swords
curiosity.
now.
Is it large enough? We'll just do the smart thing and walk around. So I presumably can hear the din of battle. Can I see Jazeera?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, you're
Okay.
able to look through this thing's legs as it's stomping around, and you're all kind of trying to move at least a little bit evasively.
Okay, so I will go around and just running alongside this creature, crunching burnt leaves beneath my feet, burnt trees and everything. I'm going to, with my object interaction, I'm going to drop the sword belt containing my cold iron rapier on the ground
Okay.
and just kick it towards Jazeera.
All right.
And then I'm going to make some attacks against the Wicker Man.
You got it. 27 hits for sure.
For 18.
Okay.
And
One second.
then the other two. I know you're rolling some damage for me to take.
You take 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
20 also hits.
For 16.
Okay. You take 24 points of fire damage.
Okay. Mhm. So that's what, 42 total. I'm just doing math. Why is that equals? Yeah, 42. And then one final attack. For
That also
22
hits.
to hit. For 13.
Very nice. You take 11 points of fire damage. As you're just using your sword to cut literal pieces away from this thing, sending out gouts of fire in your face every time, you actually force it to stumble to one knee, before it just roars and gets back up to its feet. You did quite a bit of damage to it.
You're tempting me to action surge, but I would die if I action surged. So
But it would be
Rithian,
glorious.
it would be very glorious.
Thorak would be
Rithian
proud.
will take a breath, once again breathing in the hot summer air and burning smoke, and dissipate into that burning smoke. And I'm going to Misty Step
Okay.
because I look injured. Let's see. Yeah, it's better to just go 30 feet this way because then I have cover from ranged attacks.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
And that's it for me. Bonus action, movement, all that.
All right, Hirith.
Morith is gonna move.
Chelsea, you're muted.
Fuck me! Well,
No.
not you.
I don't think Frosty would like that. That'd be rude.
I said no. What? Should I have said yes?
Well, now that you didn't, it's
No.
offensive.
Meanie.
As you run past it here, you do actually run out of its melee range. And it is going to make a grapple against you. So it's athletics versus your acrobatics or athletics.
It just wants a hug. Hug.
You got to beat a 12.
Yeah.
You could do it.
Nice. Its enormous hand swings at, like, carves rows into the ground as it's trying to grab you, sending up cinders and ash. You leap and flip over the hand, narrowly avoiding it, grabbing you, and continue on your way.
She's been hovering. She doesn't walk anymore, pretty much.
Hey, why don't you shut up about it? And I said a cool thing, and we'll just leave it at that.
No, I'm just saying she does that, but instead of running.
I'm messing with you.
Okay. She's gonna take her white rose out.
Ooh.
And she's
Good
going
time for
to.
that.
Why not?
No, this is a good time for that.
Oh,
I
I
forgot
thought you
about
said,
the white
is
rose.
it time for that?
Is it?
Hell yeah.
However this needs to be oriented, I guess this might be whatever. They're both in it.
Yeah.
They're both
Yeah.
in the cone.
Yeah.
I think Morik is not in it.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
She takes the crystal rose in her hand and blows its petals.
All right.
And they kind of melt into a kind of dissolve into a blistering cold storm.
Nice.
Da.
I think they had to make dex saves, correct?
The con saves of 15.
So the Wicker Man rolls an 18 plus.
He takes half.
And the Fire Blight rolls a natural 20.
So they both take.
They still take
14
14 damage. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, the white rose evaporates in your hand. It is no longer in your inventory.
I know.
As this blistering cold washes over them, you see the fires die down a little bit as they get covered in frost, but then the frost swiftly melts away and their fire resurges again. But yeah, very nice. Rolled max damage. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it's 3d10.
Oh, you didn't.
It would
Why is it green?
Because one of them
Anyway.
is max.
It's almost max.
Yeah, it's 2 away from max.
Yeah.
And then bonus action. Hold on. She's gonna cast Healing Word, 2nd level, at Rithian. On Rithian?
Okay.
Ooh, 8 points.
I'm probably the worst healer in the party.
I will take it.
Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. At the start of the Wicker Man's
Makes a
turn,
con
it
save.
makes a fucking con save. 11 plus 12 is 23.
Pardon?
23.
23 is higher than 18. Yeah,
Yes. So it's just nothing, or is it half?
it's just nothing.
Okay. Yeah, the spores are burnt away by its fiery aura that kind of spreads out around it. Lujane, Jazira, and Morak, you all take 15 points of fire damage right off the bat. And then you see how it has like this wooden crown around the shape of its head, where this a huge torch of fire is billowing out of. And the fire just kind of seems to get larger and larger and larger as it begins casting a spell. I need 1 second. Where are my stupid things? I have too much stuff. I'm sorry.
Counterspell. Level.
You're gonna try to counterspell?
This level.
Yeah. It's as it tries to cast that spell. You just immediately, destroy, the weave of the spell, and the fires die back down, and just kind of roars in rage and frustration. That's it for its turn.
Yeah. She's peering out from behind the hedge. And she then launches. First of all, is Rithian still blooded?
Oh yes.
Oh, right, yeah. I'll do 5d6 of my healing light on him.
The king appreciates you. You can have a role as the court
Pretty
healer.
mediocre, but
Oh no, the power's getting to him.
and then she's gonna Eldritch Blast the big guy.
All right.
Oh, sorry, got no control over this mouse.
I'm so sorry.
I was beaten by a mouse.
Yeah. Hits. 28, 38 to 41 points of damage. Jesus. Your Eldritch Blasts are just tearing holes through this thing, and the fire slowly getting dimmer and dimmer, as it's looking pretty injured. Use any movement or anything?
She's just dipped into the she just sort of hovering in the bushes, hiding.
Okay.
But her spell sniper means that she doesn't really have to come out much to sort of peeking between the leaves. You can't see me, but I.
Oh, you're in the hedges?
If you're in the hedges, you're getting slurped.
Okay.
Slurp.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
attack. The hedges
Yeah,
attack.
the hedges.
They are very, very
Oh,
mean
yeah.
hedges.
I thought that's why you said, "Oh, I'm moving out low so she can hide in the hedge."
Well,
Then I
well,
will
in between the hedges, like this.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Well,
hide behind,
Well-
but not in them.
it's a little late now. You're lucky. I rolled a natural fucking 1. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Never mind. Nothing happens.
So yeah, she's hiding behind the hedge, not in it.
Okay.
The bushes think about it. No, this is too
Lee-
easy. Something's wrong.
Lejane, it's your turn.
Okay. Shane is gonna shillelagh that one.
Okay.
He's gonna give it a little spin in her hand and just smack down with a wooden club, which is a very smart thing.
Yeah, you're gonna hit wood with a wooden club. This seems right.
That is
Wood
not
on
a high roll.
fire.
16 to hit. Okay, that hits. You're
Oh,
hitting the
sweet.
smaller one, right?
The smaller one, yeah.
Okay.
And then my symbiotic entity adds 4. That's a
Okay.
whopping 16
16.
damage.
That's
Okay.
pretty close to max. so-
Yeah,
Okay.
it does make contact, sending up a spark of cinders, but does not appear to have as strong as an effect as you would like.
Okay, even though it's magic bludgeoning.
Correct.
All right, interesting. And then I'm gonna try and shove it away. Just just because I don't like it.
Okay.
So it can make a strength save.
22.
22? Okay, it succeeds. Yep, that's it.
It is going to retaliate, but before
It's going to
doing
take
so,
Halo spores. It better fucking fail a con save eventually.
that is a fail that time.
Yay, 9 necrotic.
Yeah, and then we'll feeling that as the spores just kind of they love this wood shit. They're just gobbling it up, and he doesn't like it. He maneuvers around to a better position. It's going to make 2 slam attacks against you.
At advantage, it looks like.
It does.
Yeah.
I love absorb elements so much. I've used 3 of them this fight.
11, I imagine, misses.
Yeah, misses.
Natural 20. S- 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Or nope, sorry.
I used my reaction against the crit.
Oh, goody.
Okay. Then
I was wondering if he was going to.
I was
Then-
debating.
8 points of bludgeoning damage plus
No, I have 5 uses per long rest.
nine
so-
9 points of fire damage.
Alright, I'm not even going to use my elements.
Okay. That's that one's turn. Hey, Rithian, your cold iron sword is a +1 weapon, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It was looted from the corpse of a dead fucking
Oh yeah.
Order of the Twin Serpents guy.
Gotcha.
Idiot.
All right, Jazera, it is your turn.
So then I will drop my rapier and pick up his.
Okay.
And then I am going to use, oops, switch back to the right tab here. I'm going to use my bonus action first to second wind
Okay.
for 11. And then I'm going to attack with his rapier. 21. Well,
That
actually,
hits.
do I just out of curiosity, do I have flanking
You
with
do
Borat?
have flanking. That is a critical hit.
Yes.
Jesus.
So that's a lot of damage.
That is.
14, 18, 49?
Don't you get
Alright.
another? Don't you get another D6 from Piercer?
I do.
So roll 2d6.
But I'm saying, but that's. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm going to reroll the
Oh, it's a
1d6 for the
D8.
7 point. So that 7 actually becomes an 8. So that was 50, right?
Okay.
Went from 49 to 50. And then I get an extra d6 from Piercer.
An extra D8
You get-
because
It's a
Rapier's
D8.
D8.
D8,
Rapier's
yeah.
a D8, yeah. Not
Okay.
a D6.
Oh,
And you
wait.
get 2 because it's a critical hit.
Oh shit, that should have been a d8 that I rolled and not a d6 for that. Oh well.
Yep.
Oh well, we'll just leave it as a 2, that's fine. And then 2 additional d8 is 7, so 57 points of damage.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you thrust forward, you find a spot where the wood's beginning to crack and burst apart. When the blade sinks into the center, it roars out in pain. That was a hefty hit. But you do also take 17 points of fire damage in retaliation.
Okay. And then I will attack again.
Mm-hmm. Fuck off.
Yeah.
At least you don't get the sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
So
11?
11. Fucking Jesus. And you take
I'm here.
24 points of fire damage.
Alright, you guys just hear her scream as she falls to the ground.
Okay.
Oh, for
You
fuck's sake.
watch her fall, and her
Well, it-
clothes actually begin to ignite and catch flame.
She would have the my what's the
Does she
name?
come back up from the book?
Yeah.
Okay. You come back with 1 health, Jazira.
Alright.
Do you do anything else with your turn?
No, that's all I can do. I'm not gonna step away.
All right,
You know,
Morak.
Stand up, but okay.
We'll assume she at least stands up.
Never assume.
Never
Oh,
let me
yeah,
just
that's true.
check something.
Yes, I would stand up. Sorry, I forgot I technically fell down.
Okay.
Scary
I'm just-
circle.
Scary circle. I am going to use a 5th level mass cure wounds.
Oh,
Ooh.
very nice.
do.
That's a 30-foot radius. Okay.
This is gonna be a lot.
Not that much. And here we go.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, it's not gonna be that much. Let's see.
well, when you roll 2 1s.
Yeah, when you
Dang.
roll 2 1s. God,
Sorry.
healing in combat sucks. Okay.
yeah.
Yes, it does.
Alright,
12
All right,
times
so
all those
everyone gets
people.
12 hit points back. So make sure you add those. Do you still need this circle?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, I'm gonna delete it. Great. Well, I thought I was gonna do more with that. I did not. I'm gonna move away from it.
Okay.
Well, no. No, I'm in a good spot. I'm gonna stay right where I am at. That's all I can do.
Okay. Brithian.
Okay, now that I'm nice and juiced up, I'll go back in and we'll start.
Wailing
I'll
away.
start being the lumberjack I always wanted to be.
All right.
I keep go. No, I don't need to select more elements to display on my character sheet. I need to kill. 17.
Just hits.
You rolled a 2 and it just hits. Oh
Yep.
my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 16 on the first.
All right. You take
So nuts.
19 points of fire damage.
Okay,
32 hits.
for 17.
17. You take 19 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And 20 hits.
For 13. 1 on the damage dice. Sad.
And 16 points of fire damage. Again, you're just hacking away at this thing, kind of just facing the heat of this fire. It's looking really, really bad.
I'm just debating something as a bonus action.
Mhm.
No, because if I do, it'll do that. I don't have the movement for it. How beat up does everybody look? Just vibe check real quick.
Zero is barely standing.
Lujane
it
hasn't
looks-
taken a hit.
Yeah, here it looks fine.
Oh no, sorry, she had the 12 from masculine.
Okay, well if everybody looks fine to for the most part. I will though. Yeah, I'll end my turn. Well, we'll see where everything lies.
Heareth.
I have faith in Heareth.
Has this one been doing anything?
It's been swinging at Lujane. So no.
Successfully?
It's
Let me
Even
put
on,
it this
is it
way.
right?
Are kind of failures.
Let me put it this way. Lujane has more health now than when she started combat.
yeah.
She is gonna throw some Eldritch Blasts his way.
Alright.
Main guy, not little guy. Big one.
Gotcha.
Kill him.
That hits. Hits. Okay, yeah. Your 3 Eldritch Blasts, just, scraps and shards and shrapnel of wood just gets blown out of this creature's body. The flames swiftly die down, and it just kind of falls into a heap of discarded wood. As it dies, and as it crumbles into this pile of timbers, you watch as a swarm of hundreds of orange, black spotted salamanders just scurry and flee out into the burning forest.
Nice. Okay. I am going to healing word Jazeera. Actually, wait, hold on. I'll mass healing word, but it's not going to be as good as Morak.
Okay.
Watch out, y'all. We might
Yeah.
have to. We might have to go fight the hostess next. Do we have a long rest room, Matt? Please.
Everyone get 7.
Everyone gets 7.
I'm about to go sleep on my throne.
Yeah,
Take 8
honestly,
hours.
that's the safest place, because if someone
Yeah,
wants to fuck with
honestly.
us, they're gonna get a giant sword in them.
Rieta, it is your turn.
Yeah, she's gonna I think she's gonna come forward a bit because she can't see that twiggy thing in the background.
Okay.
So she'll come to here and she can see him.
Yep.
Jazeera, you still blooded, I take it, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, she will give you 5d healing light, and then she will Eldritch Blast this thing
Okay.
that's left.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we stop?
no.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, you just blast this thing into kindling as it looms over Lujane, about to take a swipe at her. And it just, you destroy it quite handily. And you notice the same thing. This has actually happened with all of these creatures. As they fall into piles of scorched wood, you just see salamanders fleeing from their bodies and scurrying out into the forest.
Some dark magic.
Good job, folks.
Ow.
All right, let's
Okay.
grab an ember and see if this axe is worth
Are we going to take a rest or?
Please.
it. Yeah, you look pretty
Yeah.
bad. If we want to go back in that room, we can, but let's make this trade first.
Lyra's
Honestly, she
pretty,
looks
like,
great.
covered in burns. Like, her clothes are singed. She's...
I don't know what you guys are talking about. She looks pretty normal to me.
Oh,
So how
fuck
many
off,
Yeah,
hit
Morak.
points have you got, you guys? Who you healing?
Rithian is covered in burns. It seems to bother him, but he's trying not to show it. But he's definitely hurting. He's trying to do the whole like I'm the Summer King. He doesn't. No, heat bothers him. He has
Oh.
lesions.
I've got 2
He's missing skin.
I can use, so I'll do.
Here Presta digitizes everyone who got burned and whatnot as much as she can to fix
Yeah.
up their clean up their clothes. I don't think
That's
it
not a
fixes things, but
It doesn't fix anything, but it at least removes the soot and ash.
Can I find an ember?
Now I at least look better than I feel.
There's embers everywhere, Leisure.
All right, I pick up an ember with my my spory mage hand, and I walk to Hirith and I say, "You wanna
she's already
call-"
putting the thing on the hat on the ground and waves her hands
Okay.
over it 3 times. Knick knock, bolly knock.
Yeah, as you say it, a Ballynock climbs out of the hat, dripping wet. He still has his eye patch on, but he's got like this fluffy pink towel wrapped around his waist. He's like, "Well, you got some great fucking timing, don't you?"
Sorry, were you having a bath?
I was in the middle of the bath. What do you think?
Well, I think you might
Don't
like
worry.
this. And she gestures at Lou Jane.
Yeah, Jane sort of holds out the coal with her.
Oh yes, great, fantastic. He runs over to his hat. His towel falls. He
Oh,
starts
God.
dragging the big bag out of his hat. He takes his
Nice.
towel and wraps it back around before he turns to you. And he pulls out the axe.
All yours,
Yes.
Morak.
Cute butt.
Thank you.
I've seen cuter.
I
Fuck
mean,
you.
He's actually more into toes than he is butts.
yeah, don't
Show us
let
your
him fool you.
toes.
Would rather do anything else. Break the axe, and he grabs the piece of charcoal and jumps back into his hat. Whoever's taking the axe, you can add a woodcutter's axe to your inventory.
Yeah, that's Morak.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be me.
I like limp over to Rithian and hold out the cold iron rapier. I think this is yours. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
You're fine. You can keep it if you want.
Holy shit.
Don't
That's
you? Well, I guess not with your fancy new sword, huh?
Yeah, no. I figured I'd try it out, and it seems to work pretty effectively against them. So
Oh, thanks.
of course.
Looking at the whole group, about that long rest.
You can go to the throne room. We'll be safer there, but I don't want to talk to that dog.
Will we be safer? I really don't know if that dog is overly trustworthy.
Ugh, I don't know anymore. I mean, most of us don't sleep, so that's one advantage.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I do, and I definitely need it.
Well, all right then. Come with. This
It,
is
like,
the right way.
It's
limps
not the
slowly.
right way.
No.
She like
Here
limps
we are.
slowly behind
Why
everybody.
is there a pathway? Is it this one? It's this one.
Need a hand? Zero.
Maybe.
Drop that.
Like, she's moving real slow.
She lets Jazeera like lean up against her. She like helps steady her.
As you approach the Throne of Summer, the Black Hound is nowhere to be seen.
Good.
Just underneath the trees, fine. I'll just
Yeah.
sleep there.
Oh, and I'm going to use an item that I bought a long time ago and did not think I was ever actually going to use. I'm going to use my sending stones, of which Etrian has one.
Oh,
Because I don't believe I have to.
Rithian is the king of summer. Over.
Yeah, pretty much. My message, I get 25 words. There's a chance it fails because it's cross-planar. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure you have to hide. Wait. Sending stone. What the? Okay. Okay, I'm trying to figure out this item description. It is strangely long and not description of sending. Acquisitions Incorporated sending stone. Okay, I have the wrong sending stone on my inventory.
Yeah.
Sending stones.
It's
There we
just
go.
Yeah, it requires like a service and handling fee. That sending stone.
Yeah.
That would have been real awkward if you had to start paying. Yeah, you just use an action to cast the sending spell of it.
yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah, I'm casting sending. If no creature bears the other stone, you know that fact as soon as you use the stone and you don't cast the spell. So yeah, I'm just gonna send out my message, which is searching for Blight King. Half sword is fake. We hold the true sword. Be safe. I will be back soon. I love you, Elwin.
You do not get an immediate response back, but you do feel that the spell succeeded.
All right.
It's only a 5% chance to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody has Etrian hostage.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't respond immediately. Or Etrian doesn't have the sending stone anymore.
Or Etrian just fucking died immediately the moment he was on screen.
All right. So what are y'all? What kind of rest are y'all taking? Short, long?
He's busy having an affair with
Either.
Helena.
I don't think we can take a long unless we wait here a long time.
Rithiad, I don't think trusts this place enough, even to let his guard down via trance for the hours. I think he's taking a shorty.
Yeah, short is fine for me.
Yeah, Morak would take a short too.
No
Jazeera
problem.
falls asleep, and if it's not for a long rest, then you guys have to wake her up.
Oh, Morak will.
She just passed out.
Well, if y'all want to do any more additional healing, or did you take the healing that Rieta gave you for zero?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
only at like 34 hit points out of 107.
Yeah.
I'm at 14 out of 131. We're about to be big healing today.
So yeah, you can take the
Short rest.
benefits of a short rest if you want to do any healing. You got all kinds of fucking potions if you need to use them too.
Okay. We did take a short rest previously, right? Like I should have all my hit die and everything back. We discussed
You took
this.
a long
Long
rest
rest.
before
so I
leaving
should
the
have-
pyramid.
Okay, so I should have had all my hit die and everything back.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that was 8d10, and I still have.
Oh, this is stupid. It won't roll on the main thing.
Yep.
It just, if I roll, it just rolls on the. Ugh, fine.
Let Matt just
That
say, "I
was
believe you."
So not better.
And then let's just see if we can get back to max. It's an additional 28. Okay, so I'll do one more.
And then
Damn, I had to use up a lot of hit dice.
I'm using pretty much all of mine.
Yeah, I have one left. Yep.
40.
Okay. I am at 4. I have 1 hit dice left.
Alright. Is there anything else that y'all wanted to do during the short rest period?
I'm going to just gently try moving the swords. I know I can.
Mhm.
I just want to see what it feels like.
Yeah, you kind of raise a hand towards one of them, and you all feel the earth rumble as the blade slowly begins to rise up out of the ground.
Do I see any runes or markings on these blades?
Make a perception check.
26.
You do, in fact, see each blade has a distinct set of Sylvan letters written on it. They bear the names of the previous kings, the only one of which you recognize is Oberon.
I think Hirith would talk to Rithian.
Okay.
I'm sitting on my throne.
How are you sitting?
Probably schlumped. I was very damaged, and if we're taking the short rest, he's probably schlumped.
Okay.
With a capital CH in schlump.
You still need that red dot.
No.
So Hirith approaches. She doesn't get like super close, but she says, and she uses his child name, Ren. Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
You seem different after she like points to the sword.
Yeah, it's a little strange to have someone randomly tell you that you're king. Just takes a little bit to get used to.
What's his eye look like right now? Is it
The
still
eye is open, the eye is grown, it's still, I mean, some of it has probably burnt. Like, the flames have definitely beat it back, but where there is ash, there is, life still growing. Slowly, but still growing.
Mm-hmm. And what was the thing between you and the Hound?
I was just asking him a question. He can see the future. I figured why not ask some personal matters.
And do you mind if I ask what those are?
Yeah, of course. I was asking if he could see who sits on the throne.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, I'll make a deception check. I'll burn a superiority die. Oh, no, I can't because it's a deception check, damn it.
I feel lucky.
You're gonna spend luck on this?
Yeah.
Alright.
Come
hold
on, lower. Come on, lower. Come on, lower.
Let me see if I have it. I think I do.
Lower, lower, lower.
You do.
Okay.
Wanted it
Alright.
to be lower.
I know, buddy. Maybe it's his tired state that he's just not able to put on that stoic face. But he certainly doesn't seem to be telling the truth.
At least not the whole truth.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says, she just sort of like point blank says, Are you working? Are you wanting to be in league with the Hound or the Archfey or all of it or part of it? There's something you're not telling us or me. And it's
I
got me afraid.
There's nothing to be afraid about. Especially not over. And he's gonna just gesture to the swords in the throne and over this. Nothing to be afraid of.
That's not what I'm afraid of, I guess. I don't know, there's a lot that seems to be intersecting here about you, and I just don't want my I don't want our people to be I don't want them to end.
I don't think they're gonna end. It's hard to end an entire people if a tyrannical Archfey altogether can't do it, then I doubt one particularly assholish aspect of one can.
So what were you asking the Hound about? She
I
just
was
asked
just
again.
networking. It's the creature who can see the future. It's better to have them on your side than against you.
I just don't see how we can both how he can be on our side. I want to I want believe me, Ren, like if I could I would stop this. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to. I don't want the Fae and our people to be eternally at odds.
So what's wrong with me talking to one friendly?
I don't know if he is.
Probably not, but it's better to keep him closer than further. You see what happens when they get impatient?
I suppose.
It was just conversation, nothing more. I didn't offer him anything. There was no deal made, no true names exchanged. Just words.
Okay.
God, I love the Wicker Man art. Sorry, it just popped up again.
One of the fire elementals from The Witcher.
I love them. They look so good. Our people and the Fae have been intertwined for hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Rithian will put his hand on the hilt of the blade and just go, Oberyn left this blade here for a reason. This is our ancestral home. I'd certainly not like to go around pissing things off, much less one with the foresight of whatever that was.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I have a hard time trusting it it came if it's part of an aspect of the Archfey, but I guess, our people weren't always good either. So
People are complicated. There's goods and bads and in-betweens.
I just want to move forward and hopefully not reopen any wounds that have been dealt. I don't want to make the same mistakes that our ancestors did.
Well, if it's any consolation, I'm more than willing to kill the next aspect that I think we're gonna come across. Everything they're saying about our reunion does not put a easy feeling in my stomach.
I mean, I don't want to kill anything that we don't have to. That's what I've always been trying to do, but you don't have to prove anything to me, I guess. But I appreciate the candor, the honesty.
Well, it's my first gift bestowed as King of Summer, so you should cherish it. And he'll give a wry smirk. He's obviously joking about the self-appointed title, but
She giggles and curtsies. My liege.
Such a stupid title.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I think we will call it there for the night.
Going once,
Went
going
way
twice.
too fast.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's a fairly short one, just because I have to get up really early in the morning.
Yeah. It's also I personally haven't played in like a month, so it went by super
Yeah.
fast.
True. Cannot guarantee there will be a game next week. I'm supposed to work Friday night, but I am gonna try and switch my shift.
Okay.
Just let us know when you know.
I will. Hopefully by Monday at least. So yeah, I will see y'all next session. I don't know if I've given you more questions than answers or not, but
Odd.
As
Excuse me.
as Hirith walks away, Rithia's just gonna pull out the Sword of Summer and just go, how many people are going to have to die for this throne? Then sheath the blade again. Because that's definitely something he's thinking about is
Everyone.
either I'm gonna be put to death or some people are gonna get condemned.
I'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Good night. It's 4:30. I'm probably gonna head out.
All right, yeah.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all.
Thanks for running, man.